Hello.
square.
Okay.
Snap. They're making rap the seal for you.
Okay, water.
Yeah.
Pilot one.
Okay, now.
Yes, more. More.
Which one the blenders here? Blenders the seal.
Strong. More. Yeah. Yes. Come on. Pull. Yes. Yeah, a little bit. Okay.
Nice.
Marek?